Welcome to Time Well Spent, a podcast from LaborSync, the only real-time multilingual timesheet software your business will ever need. So, uh, what if the reason your field service margins are razor thin isn't because you aren't working hard enough, but because you're working too hard on, like, the exact wrong things?
Right. Yeah.
Because, we always picture the successful business owner as the ultimate grinder, like staying late, answering calls at 9 p.m., powering through those 80-hour weeks.
Oh, absolutely. It's basically the hero complex of the entire industry. We just completely romanticize exhaustion. But in Time Well Spent today, drawing on some insights from a recent LaborSync blog article, we really need to challenge that mindset.
Yeah, for sure.
The painful truth the article points out is that the market views your raw effort as just a basic commodity. I mean, it's literally just the minimum price of entry.
Right, because anyone can sweat,
Yeah.
But sweat doesn't automatically equal profit. If effort alone was the secret, those margins wouldn't be so tight. If the real reward actually goes to clarity. But wait, let's be real for a second, because effort is required. You can't just, clarity, a new plumbing system or a commercial roof into existence.
No, you definitely can't.
So where's the actual line between necessary hard work and just, spinning your wheels?
Well, the article draws the line at what they call fake work. Real work actually moves the project forward. Fake work is, spending your Sunday night deciphering coffee-stained paper timesheets.
Ugh, the worst.
Right. Or making 6 different phone calls just to figure out if the crew actually made it to the 5th Street job site on time. It feels like work because you're stressed out and busy.
But you're really just burning calories trying to manage your own lack of visibility, which is wild when you think about it.
It really is.
Like managing labor costs on a delayed gut feeling is like trying to fly a plane by sticking your hand out the window to feel the wind speed.
That is a perfect analogy.
Like, sure, you might stay in the air for a bit, but when a storm hits or a client disputes an invoice, you're going to crash.
Yeah, clarity requires precision. You need to know exactly what a job costs, down to the penny, while the job is actually happening.
Not a week later.
Exactly, not a week later. So when you replace manual tracking with a digital system, maybe one that uses geofencing, you're tying an employee's exact hours directly to a specific physical location.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And a specific cost code in real time. The mechanism itself just removes all that guesswork.
So you're instantly translating time and location into accurate payroll rather than waiting a week to do the math.
Yeah.
That makes total sense. But let's look at the growth angle here.
Okay, yeah.
Because a lot of owners think, well, we'll just push through the manual stuff now, and once we scale up and hit $1 million in revenue, then we'll invest in better systems.
Oh, man. That is the most dangerous trap in field services. Scaling a broken process doesn't fix it. It just magnifies the losses.
Wait, really? How so?
Think about the math they share in the blog article. If you're losing 10% of your labor budget to inefficiencies, so maybe that's timesheet padding, or crews taking the scenic route,
Right.
a $100,000 job costs you 10 grand in pure waste. If you scale that up to $1 million project without changing your underlying system, you don't magically become more efficient.
You just bleed $100,000. Ouch.
Yeah, exactly. The waste scales right alongside the revenue.
But let me push back on the solution for a second.
Yep.
Because when you start talking about geofencing and GPS and real-time tracking dashboards, a lot of business owners hesitate.
Oh, what do they do?
They worry their crews will push back, thinking the office is spying on them. It feels very Big Brother.
It's a totally valid concern, and it really all comes down to company culture. But rather than framing it as surveillance, the blog article suggests looking at what real-time tracking actually achieves mechanically.
Okay, which is what?
It creates a single, undeniable source of truth. Without it, you have a foreman writing down 8 Renault AM, the office thinking they arrived at 8:15, and then the client claiming nobody showed up until 9:0.
Oh, right. And that ambiguity just causes constant friction. So the technology isn't actually there to catch someone taking an extra 5 minutes on lunch. It's there to protect everyone.
Precisely. When the data is centralized and automated, everyone operates from the exact same playbook. The crew gets paid accurately for the exact time they worked.
Yeah, nobody's getting shortchanged.
Right. And the office doesn't have to chase down approvals, and the owner has defensible data to show the client. You aren't building a culture of paranoia.
You're building a culture of trust.
Yes, because objective efficiency becomes the standard. It completely eliminates those he said, she said disputes.
It really does. So if you're listening to this and wondering where your profit is leaking, Take a look at your heaviest, most confusing processes. Ask yourself, are you valuing hours worked or value created?
Right, and think about this. As AI and automation become standard across the industry, having this kind of data clarity won't just be a nice competitive advantage.
It's the baseline.
It's going to be the absolute baseline for survival. Fast forward 5 years, if you can't prove your efficiency down to the penny with concrete data, will you even be able to competitively bid on a job?
This episode of Time Well Spent was brought to you by LaborSync. Track employee hours and job site locations in real time from any device. Start your risk-free trial today at laborsync.com.